Today's video is going to be different. I had to get out of the house because I felt like I was just going to start breaking things. I'm so angry. I'm dissociated right now. I don't even feel like I'm inside my body right now. I had to get out of the house because I feel like the United States healthcare system failed my baby. Stefanie? Thank you. I can't even go back in right now because I don't want to take this feeling into my home. So if you weren't already aware, my name is Stefanie. My husband Kameron and I lost our daughter at 37 weeks gestation almost 3 months ago. I was told there was no cause, there were no signs. Everything that I had looked up on Google, everything that I discussed with my doctor, every educational video that I watched on what to look out for as signs of distress in your fetus, none of them told me that this could have been a sign of distress. And I was pretty confident because of these videos and because my doctor told me everything was good and routine and normal and that I was having like the best pregnancy ever, that this was not a sign that my baby was about to die. And now I'm not so sure. And I'm filled with tremendous guilt and anger. Because I wonder if I would have known that this was a sign, would she still be here? Would I have been able to save her? My childhood friend, her aunt, lost her daughter 10 days before mine. Also stillbirth. I think hers was 33 weeks along. And she had posted a video, I think on TikTok, and then I saw it on Facebook, where she was talking about how she had also been comforted by these things, that doctors and the internet and, the experts in videos said online that, babies, they run out of room and their movements change as they get bigger because they're running out of room. And she talked about like having movement change, and then I thought about it, because all I had ever been told was watch out for a decrease in movement. You want to do kick counts, and if there's less kicks than normal, then you go into labor and delivery to get your baby assessed. So I asked Kelsey, did you notice anything the days leading up, or maybe even the day before? Like, did your baby have an increase in movement at all? And she said yes. And it got the wheels turning in my head. So I went to my Stillbirth Support Group, and I did a poll asking the mothers, whether they had an increase in movement followed by a decrease in movement, or if it was just a decrease in movement, or if there was an increase in movement or no change at all. And I can't do screenshots. It's part of the group rules. I can't show you any screenshots. I don't want to get kicked out. But an overwhelming number of women reported they had an increase in movement before they found out their baby died. And when they elaborated in the comment section, everything was just like what I experienced, where they're like, wow, my baby's being really crazy today. And then the next day they had no movement, so they went in and found out their baby's heart had stopped. And then other women were commenting saying, you know, even if you went to labor and delivery and told them, I have an increase in movement, or my baby's acting erratic, or it's moving differently, they don't take you in for that. They're like, oh, that's normal. And one of the mothers actually had done that. She went in for increased movement and they turned her away because, oh, you're just anxious, like your due date's soon, the baby's fine. They didn't do a biophysical profile, they didn't do a non-stress test, and then her baby was dead in 12 hours. So it's got me really fucking pissed is, why is this not considered a sign when so many women that I have spoken to had an increase in movement? My daughter was very active at very specific times. The day before she died, she was a lot more active in the morning, and I dismissed it because of all of this information, this misinformation on the internet, and, you know, whatever our doctors are being taught. They're not being taught to look out for this. My daughter was being more active, and I just thought, oh, it's because I'm wearing pants today, and she didn't like the feeling of pants on my belly. I honestly feel like if I had known that was a sign, Kaya would be here today. I would have my baby girl. So I want to save you the fucking grief that I'm experiencing. If you have a change in movement, if your baby's active at a different time than they usually are, get to know their patterns, get to know their schedule. If your baby has a decrease in movement, if you feel like anything's different at all, even slightly, go into labor and delivery and demand a biophysical profile, demand a non-stress test. Make them take you seriously, because you do not want to be where I am without my daughter. How do we go about changing this? Another lady said that the Star Legacy Foundation is saying that there are doctors and people researching into this and saying that yes, a lot of women who have experienced stillbirth had an increase in movement. Why is this not being brought up in our routine OB appointments? Why do we not have non-stress tests and biophysical profiles for mothers that are considered not high risk? I was not high risk. I didn't have gestational diabetes. I didn't have high blood pressure. I didn't gain a bunch of weight. My pregnancy was perfect, and my baby's not here. So why don't we have this care for everyone across the board? I have so many questions. Why am I now considered high risk? Only after I've lost a child am I considered high risk that I'm going to be getting the type of care that I should have been getting. And I just want to say, I don't blame my doctor. I don't blame my hospital. I had one of the best hospitals in the nation. There's something broken in education. I don't even know where to start on how to raise awareness, how to get things changed. But please, if you notice anything, don't let someone tell you, oh, an increase of movement was not related. Don't let somebody tell you, oh, if the baby's active, they're fine. Because clearly something was not fine.